Aloha everybody and welcome back to LEGO Sonic Dimensions. And guess what everybody? We are actually on the final special stage.
This looks tricky. Still, rather be here than in the labyrinth.
Amen, brother. Amen. Ugh. You know, it feels really good to know that canonically, Sonic the Hedgehog dislikes the Labyrinth Zone just as much as I do. It was always the worst part of Sonic the Hedgehog 1. You finish Spring Yard, and then you get to this very slow level that puts you underwater, so you have to get air bubbles. There's Orbinauts, so the badniks are annoying. You have to dodge fireballs and all of these chain spikes and stuff, and it's just like, ugh, that level's such a drag. Why did Sonic 1 have to have 3 acts for every single zone? Ugh!
One more to go.
So it makes me feel good to know that Sonic hated it just as much as I do. Anyway, folks, we got the 6th Chaos Emerald. We only have one more to go. Oh, shit.
You're back! Where did these guys come from?
Another rift. Shall we?
See you later, alligator.
I'm Batman.
The other emerald must be close.
Hey guys, guess what? The other emerald is with Eggman. He's rebuilt the Death Egg again.
I'll see you guys later. We've got something big to fry. Okay, Tails, get me in close and look after this thing.
Okay, Sonic.
Looking for something, Sonic?
Oh, golly, it's the Death Egg robot. Again.
It ends here! Oh, Eggman, you genius! Who would have expected a Death Egg robot?
Well, anyone? It's like the 4th time you've used it.
Wait, really? How did the others go?
Not well.
Well, this time it will not fail! Computer, full power!
Sonic is accurate, too, because we fought the Death Egg robot in Sonic 2, Sonic 4 Episode 1, as well as Sonic Generations. So this really is the 4th time that we're taking on this machine. It's good to know that Traveler's Tales knows their continuity, yes sirree, but this fight's kind of a drag, honestly. For one thing, you always have to wait for Eggman to do things in order to damage him, and if you don't damage him quickly in a certain way, this fight can actually be a lot longer than what I'm showing you here. I managed to do it in 3 cycles, but believe me, there's going to be a lot of people who do this in like 4 or 5, simply because they're not doing enough damage to Eggman when his cockpit is open and they're taking too long, you know, dealing out punishment. Like, the best way to deal out damage is to do homing attacks, but like, your character bounces upwards and then he gets a little too close to the target, so you have to sort of back up a little bit. Like, I'm actually tilting left after I homing attack his cockpit, so that I have a little bit of distance so I can get the cursor to show up on Eggman in order to speed up the process. But otherwise, you'd have to sit through all of these animations, all of these sequences, like 4 or 5 times, and it's just kind of boring. Because what happens is, constantly there's a whole bunch of enemies being spawned in. You know, you're getting these Burrobots and these Egg Pawns who keep popping up to attack you. And those are the things that are going to damage you the most, because they drop in so freaking quickly that you almost have no time to react to them. And, meanwhile, Eggman has, like, a few attacks. He has this laser thing that holds you in place. And how you get out of that is the same way you get out of any containment kind of effect in LEGO Dimensions. You actually have to move Sonic from the reader to another place on the reader. Like, there are, like, 6 reader spots, right? And they're broken up into 3 categories, like the left side, the right side, and the middle. And if Sonic's in the middle, you gotta move him to the left. Or you move him to the right. Either way, his spot's going to be glowing red when Eggman tethers you with his, like, laser eyes or whatever. And you have to move him, like, right here. I had to move him to a different spot on the reader in order to get him out of that. And that's weird, but if you've ever played LEGO Dimensions main campaign, you kind of know what's going on there. Eggman will try to ground pound in the middle, and that's easy to dodge, just don't be in the middle. And eventually he shoots out his claw, and you just homing attack the claw so that it makes the force field go away, and you just homing attack and homing attack and homing attack the cockpit over and over and over again. Again, this is a 3-cycle fight, but this could be like a 5-cycle, 6-cycle fight if you don't know what you're doing. And that makes this fight drag, man. This makes this fight boring as hell. And you never want to see a boss fight drag on for too long. Either way, we're on the last cycle now. Open up, Doctor! Booyah! You're done. Bye-bye.
Running away, Eggman? He's scared or something?
Not of you! Of that!
Chaos! He must be looking for that emerald too!
I don't think Eggman planned on the Keystone unleashing him.
The device! He's absorbed it!
Oh my god, it's Chaos from Sonic Adventure!
Look out!
I never thought I'd be saying this, but I need your help. You've got to stop Chaos before it's too late.
I'm gonna need the last Chaos Emerald for that, Eggman.
Sorry, that's the only thing that can power my defenses. You're just gonna have to do without it. I'm sure you'll find a way. Then afterwards, when you're tired, I can finally defeat you and take all of the Chaos Emeralds back.
And you didn't voice that last line.
Sure, when I attempt to take over the world, it's easy to defeat me. But as soon as a giant water leak appears, it's suddenly so very difficult.
It would be a little easier with that Chaos Emerald, Eggman.
I already told you, no.
So Chaos just turned into a fire elemental, and I bet you're wondering why the hell that happened. Well, Chaos has the elemental Keystone that Eggman was using in Marble Zone, and like I said before, that Keystone can actually turn you electric, it can turn you into a fire creature, it can let you use, like, the wind and ice and stuff. So he has all of that under his disposal now, and we can't really damage Chaos as long as he's a different element. Sonic will get damaged if he tries to punch Fire Chaos, aka Iblis. Sorry, that's what Iblis was. Let's be real. Let's be real. I've done a review on this. I've already told you my thoughts on this, but still. We have to find a way to put out that fire, and we just happen to build a water cannon with all of the parts from the Death Egg ceiling, so, yeah, I think that'll do nicely. I think that'll do very, very nicely. The annoying thing about Sonic having the spin dash that's like the circle button is that your building button is also the circle button. So sometimes you try to build stuff and you accidentally spin dash when you don't really want to, and ugh. It happens all the time with this game. Oh no, what a world, what a world! So now Chaos is susceptible again to damage, and by the way, I didn't know Chaos Zero could grow this big. I have 6 Chaos Emeralds, Eggman has the 7th. Why is he this tall?
So very feeble. If you can't take him down, then it looks like it's up to me. Egg Pawns, attack! Where did they go?
Really helping there, Eggman.
They're raining from the ceiling, so again, just watch out for the circles and you'll be absolutely fine. The good news is when Chaos is actually in his ice form, you can still punch him and damage him. It doesn't really hurt Sonic to punch a whole bunch of ice. He does have his ice laser, but that's pretty easy to dodge. And ow! The hit detection on Chaos is very weird. Sometimes I feel like when I hit him, I should be doing damage, but I don't. And sometimes when I do constantly hit him, I just always get, you know, to damage him, and I don't know. It's weird, it's weird. Either way, Chaos just shattered this thing, this part of the floor in the hangar, so you use Sonic to spin dash through it, which creates a whole bunch of fire thanks to its explosion, and now I'm just waiting for Chaos in his ice form to slam that fire so that the ice will melt away. And now it's time for Chaos 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Gonna blow this whole place up!
Hang on! You better hurry and think of something! Wait, I have an incoming transmission! Someone else is in the area!
Someone else? Who?
Guess who?
Where's that coming from?
Check the screen.
Huh?
Nicely done!
Looks like I have to save the day again, huh? Now, where was I? Oh, right! Hold on!
Here you go! Good luck! And don't forget, you definitely owe me a favor for this!
Time to get that last emerald.
Chaos! I'm taking you down like it's 1999!
Aw yeah, we're supersonic, and just like with the regular games, we are invulnerable. Nothing can kill us as long as we're supersonic. Well, maybe crushing, or falling into a pit. I haven't tested it out, but Chaos is toast. Just whack him until he's done.
Hey, Sonic!
Amy!
I can do with that favor now, Sonic! Sonic!
Thought you could outfox me, did ya? It's not over, my prickly pal!
Will she be okay?
I'll make sure she is. Tails, I couldn't have done it without you.
And that's it! No, really, that's the end of LEGO Sonic Dimensions' story. Kind of a weird note to end on, right? Amy just got sent through a portal and we have to rescue her. Dr. Eggman's not done yet and we have to thrash him. And the campaign is over. We never got an extra story mission for LEGO Dimensions. There aren't any extra kits to play with. We can't play as Shadow or Big or Knuckles or Tails or whoever. All we got was Sonic, the car, and the tornado. That's it. But, in case you're worried that that means this is the end, oh no, we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. We are not done yet. This is the hub world of LEGO Dimensions. You usually go through the portal in order to choose a story level in order to advance the plot, but you can also go into Vorton, and Vorton has all of these portals that go to other dimensions, like the LEGO Movie dimension, DC Comics dimension, Scooby-Doo's dimension. Every single character that you bring into the game can actually access a unique hub world that is, you know, tied to that character. So we can go to Middle Earth and run around Hobbiton or go to Mount Doom or whatever. When we hit this panel and we go all the way into this area in the background, we can start going to all of the Wave 2 worlds, all the Wave 2 dimensions that were added after the game initially launched. So here we can go to Ghostbusters 2016, the A-Team, yes, B.A. Baracus is a character, Fantastic Beasts, Knight Rider, Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans Go, Lego Batman the Movie, Beetlejuice, Lego City, based off of the Wii U Lego City Undercover, The Goonies, all of these different worlds if you have the figures anyway. But we have one world that we want to check out because this world belongs to Sonic the Hedgehog. Aw, yeah. We're going to check out Sonic's world for the next 3 parts. This playthrough's far from done, and I'll be back to show off Sonic's world in part 5. Until then.